Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tia.
And I'm Ebony.
And this is Reacting to the Internet. Alright guys, we know why we're here. You know why you're here. You saw the title, you clicked on the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Today we're going to be reacting to Dante's Spot. And it's titled Terrible Black Biopics Part 1. We all know there are some terrible biopics out there. Most recent, well, the one that comes to mind is Aaliyah, because we just did a video about Aaliyah. Guys, that thing was awful. It was so awful. It was bad. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video and let us know if you've seen any of these movies down in the comments below.
See, we're gonna be talking about these terrible black biopics. This video, like other ones I've done, will be in 2 parts, but the reason why this will be in 2 parts is because this is too much foolishness for somebody to deal with in one day. I think I got 6 movies in total, so yeah. But here we go. Oh my god. Terrible black biopics Part 1. Let's get into it.
Aaliyah, premiere Saturday at 8 on Lifetime.
Lifetime.
Whenever this movie aired, I could not believe my eyes. I remember looking at the TV and I was just like, they really did this? The pacing in here is fast as fuck. You don't even get time to process what's happening in the scenes. These sets look cheap as hell. It looks like all of these are the same stage sets and they just decorated it differently. And don't get me started on these trash ass performances. Matter of fact, the first song that grown up Aaliyah performs in this movie is My Prerogative by Bobby Brown, and it's fucking horrible.
Man, sit your ass down.
Another thing is the acting.
Sit your ass down.
So
Angry man.
Yes, so this is sped up by 1.25 speed. I watch all of my videos that way. So if it's a little fast-paced, guys, that's why. Yes, I remember this. It was terrible. It was awful. Whoever this actress is, no shade to this actress, but it was not good. She looked nothing like Aaliyah.
Well, maybe she don't gotta look like her. She can give the. Did she give the energy?
No.
It's kind of hard to compare anybody to Aaliyah as far as looks go. But
really
the energy, did she give it?
But they're out there. You know how many great biopics? J-Lo and Selena. You could not tell me that J-Lo was not Selena.
Oh, okay.
She did Jamie Foxx, Ray, Will Smith, Muhammad Ali,
Okay.
Denzel Washington.
But I bet you but you see how those are A-list celebrities?
Denzel
What
Washington.
A-list celebrity look like Aaliyah? Oh, you don't even talk about Denzel.
Denzel Washington does not look like Michael X, but he still played that part to perfection.
He should have got
An Oscar.
yeah, Oscar, absolutely.
Definitely should have got an Oscar for that. My point is, there is some girl out there right now who looks like Aaliyah, who is talented, who could play this role. Lifetime just did not do the correct casting.
Well, that was strike one this whole Lifetime.
Yo, have Lifetime ever done a biopic that's good?
Maybe.
Let us know. Let's get back into the video.
Nobody in here feels like they gave a damn. It feels like they're just here to say lines and just get the fuck on. Especially Bokeem Woodbine. But luckily, it's not the real Bokeem Woodbine. It's one that they ordered off of Tupac. Oh yeah, Elise Neal is here playing Gladys Knight for about 30 seconds.
Perform with love. Baby, you gotta love that stage.
And we never see her again. What was the point of showing that shit? And that's it. We don't see her again, and she's not even mentioned again. It feels like Wendy Williams and her team was like, did y'all know she knew Gladys Knight? We should add that in there some kind of way. That's what it feels like. Nigga.
So Wendy Williams was behind the producing of this or whatever? Like she got credits on this? Because if so, it's awful. And they did not use the actress to her full abilities. Like she at least a B-list actor. C-list actor.
She good though.
Yeah,
She can act.
She can.
So
She was the only one.
I didn't see the movie. So maybe that was the reason why I didn't. Because as soon as I seen who they picked, I remember this timing that this was coming out, but I was like, they never disrespect Aaliyah like that.
They did. They disrespected her to a core. I was offended. Let's get back into it.
The casting in here is just dumb as fuck. Starting with our main character, she looks nothing like fucking Aaliyah. This right here is this right here is supposed to be Timbaland, and of course he looks nothing like him. This nigga looks like Mike Lowry. This is ridiculous. This is supposed to be Missy Elliott, but what she really looks like, oh my god, bro. What she really looks like is that one cousin that you got who's been on drugs for a while, and this is her second year sober, and she finally getting a job. Like, that's what the
Oh,
and
Dante!
He going hard.
He going in on these people, but you know he's not wrong.
That ain't Missy Elliott.
No, it's not Missy Elliott. Don't
They
look.
ain't even got a dark skinned chick.
They don't
That ain't
even
Missy Elliott.
look. This is
No.
like, don't get me wrong, right? Missy Elliott is still that girl, but back in the day, Missy Elliott had a little weight on her, right?
She was chunky.
She was chunky. She was whatever. It is what it is, right? She was still that girl. Don't
What?
get it twisted. She was still that girl.
Where the finger waves?
She ain't got no finger waves. She ain't got nothing. I don't think I ever seen Missy Elliott in a toned down outfit like this in my life.
I have, but it's
You have?
just I have, but I'm just like, dang, these people. Some of these people are still alive. Timbaland's still alive. Missy Elliott is still alive. All these people he named, but Aaliyah is still alive. He could have went in reference and did a little bit more homework.
Missy Elliott had hair like this?
At one point,
She did?
early, like when she first came from Virginia.
Oh,
But even
man.
yeah, but I even think even still though it was just like a little,
It was something. It had some
like a
bedazzle.
little curl or
It
something.
had some bedazzle. Like, I don't know. This just looked too plain for the Missy Elliott I knew. Maybe this was way back then. But I'm used to the Superfly Missy Elliott.
It's bad casting.
Yeah, this is terrible casting. I don't know who this woman is. But let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm not saying that because the actor is skinny. I'm saying that because of this janky ass outfit and this janky ass wig that they have on her. The one that they have playing Dame Dash, she doesn't look anything like him. And look, I know
Wait.
looks don't really matter in
Pause.
biopics.
I don't know who this light skin dude is, but that's not Dame
That
Dash.
is not Dame Dash.
It's not. They don't even look close to Dame Dash. I don't know who these people are.
Maybe she can get away with the Aaliyah look, but this dude, who is this?
No, she can't.
Who is this bodyguard?
Who are these people? Who is
He's like
this?
a bodyguard.
Who is this Instagram model?
I know the girl. She an actress. Do like this. Do like this. Look back, just real quick. Maybe.
No,
Damn.
don't see it. She's a pretty girl, beautiful woman. She's not giving me Aaliyah vibes though. And it's definitely not Dame Dash. I don't know.
Boy, that dude ain't got no swag. Push play.
Because Denzel looks nothing like Malcolm X and he did a fantastic job. Nobody looked like who they were playing in Straight Outta Compton besides Ice Cube's son, but they all did a pretty solid job. In here, nobody looks like who they're supposed to be playing and they do a fucking terrible job. And that makes it hard to ignore the fact that these people do not look like them. And not only that, it seemed like they was just casting whoever. Like whoever came in audition, you got the part. And I just know that was the case for R. Kelly. This ain't no damn R. Kelly. This nigga looks like Aaron. I can tell they never really gave a fuck about
You sound mad about it. This nigga ain't no damn R. Kelly. He sound mad about it. Let's make it funny.
Babe, look at this dude now. You know that.
That fool look like Ocho Cinco,
Where
the
has
football
Art-
player. Or no, he look like Terrell Owens. That's who he look like.
He
T.O.
do. When has R. Kelly ever been this big, this swole?
I ain't even man.
This dude looks swole. R. Kelly ain't never been swole. He had muscles. He was kind of cut and lean. But R. Kelly ain't never been swole. Maybe now that he's in prison.
Day after
Nah, this is terrible, guys. I agree with I'm Dante. I'm on your side. Let's get back into it.
this movie while they was making it, and you can tell they really want us to feel sorry for his sick ass. Like they really want us to believe that this relationship between these two were okay, because they always saying shit like, we can't help who we love, we should just ignore people don't understand us, and age doesn't matter. Get the fuck out of here with that weird shit. And why does this man talk like he has sunflower seeds stuck in his neck?
I try to turn it into something beautiful, you know? Something people can connect to.
That boy says something people can connect to. Get this nigga a milkshake. This motherfucker sound like Christian Bale's Batman. The scene where her parents find out.
He making it funny.
Christian Bale's Batman. I'm so done. He got sunflower seeds stuck in his neck.
That was funny.
Oh my
Why
god.
does he sound like that?
This is terrible. Oh, it was terrible, guys.
He's looking pretty bad.
This has to be one of the worst biopics I've ever seen. And I stopped watching them a while ago. I think it was because of this.
Potentially, I would start watching it too, because if I seen this, god dog.
Terrible. Let's get back into it.
That they got married and they make them break up is fucking ridiculous. Again, because you can tell that this movie wants us to feel bad for him. Aaliyah is crying and he looks over his shoulder one last time as he's walking out and they got this dramatic music playing, but in all honesty,
We do not care.
and if you couldn't tell before, you could really tell in this scene that this is a damn bald cap on his head. Bokeem Woodbine from Tubi is trying his best to act like he's pissed off, but it's not working.
Understand how a grown man could want to be with a young girl? That's what you've been telling my daughter, knowing that she's young enough to believe it.
And why is he just standing here talking anyway? Whoop his ass. His wife is not that damn strong to where she can just hold him back if he can't get loose. Whatever. This movie is dumb as fuck. It has a bunch of stock crowd noises, bad acting, bad editing, bad direction. And not only did she sing Bobby Brown's My Prerogative, but they had the nerve to have her sing Got to Give It Up by Marvin Gaye.
Don't tell me with this.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I think I have said everything that I needed to say about this movie. Besides, if you've never seen it, you don't need to because you're not missing out on nothing. And the fact that Wendy Williams says this makes no fucking sense.
I have to tell you something. This movie has really come together, in my opinion, as what you won't see is the plane crash. I just thought that was distasteful.
Because there is no way that she sat down and saw this and thought it came together just fine. And then the comment about the plane crash being distasteful as if this whole damn movie wasn't that. You know what? Fuck Lifetime. Fuck Wendy Williams. On to the next movie.
Become just like me.
I heard a few people say that when they rewatched this movie, it wasn't that bad of a movie to them as it was the first time they saw it. Now, me personally, I ain't gonna say all that, but what I will say is that this movie did have potential to be good, but too bad it's not. The movie has Pac doing an interview from jail, which is just...
But too bad it's not. So...
All Eyes on Me, I watched it.
I didn't watch it.
I think I watched All Eyes on Me.
I didn't. The only one I watched was Notorious.
Yeah, I did see Notorious.
I just watched Notorious. I didn't watch this one. I feel like Tupac is one of those people you have to study in order to get right. In order to act like him and have his presence and have his persona. I don't feel like he's one of those people you can just, let me do a little imitation, kind of like how Jamie Foxx studied Ray.
Right.
I feel like Tupac is one of those people who you really gotta study and be around and see mannerisms and stuff like that.
Well, I think too, like somebody like Tupac was a complex person in general. Mm-hmm. So he already to get Tupac's complexity down, to understand his complexity as a person, I think is already difficult. But then to portray that complexity takes a level of skill as far as acting goes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's hard to nail. I don't even see why people would even touch that. And then you're gonna be typecast for the rest of your career if you play somebody like Tupac or Biggie.
That's true.
So they were like, "Oh, you the Tupac," and you're gonna be in every Tupac biopic or top or whatever, biopic, whatever.
But I will give them credits for casting.
He do look like Tupac.
I will give them credits for that. But let's go ahead and get into it.
Excuse for the movie to do narration, and it's taking inspiration from the interview that he did with journalist Kevin Powell. For example, there is somebody in this movie named Nigel.
Who?
And he's supposed to represent Haitian Jack, which is the same name that Kevin Powell used in his interview with Pac. Whenever this came out, Kevin Powell was going to sue the directors of this movie for stealing most of the shit from this interview. It's a whole situation. I don't really feel like getting into it. You can look it up. And like the Aaliyah movie, the pacing in here is way too quick. We see a 5-year-old Pac for like 2 seconds, and in the very next scene, he's like 12 with this Bernie Mac afro. Demetrius Shipp Jr. really shouldn't have picked this as a first role. I feel like they should have got somebody who was a way better trained actor. But even for an actor who's been doing this for a while, I feel like they would have had trouble trying to capture Pac's energy. But still feel like they would have done a better.
Dante is on it. He on it in this video. Yes, I feel like it's very hard to capture his energy, capture his spirit, and portray that. Like,
that's exactly what I just said.
That's how you know you just you got it. You that dude. And Tupac is that dude and will forever be that dude. May he rest in power or peace, or whatever people say nowadays. Let's get back into it.
job than Demetrius Shipp Jr. He's not just the worst, but his acting is pretty stale as fuck at times. The scene where they try to recreate Pac telling the judge that he's in God's hands. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna let Shock G explain it, and then I'm gonna show y'all how the movie did it.
It's obvious that you're not here in search of justice, right? And so I say do what you want to do. Give me whatever time you want, because I'm not in your hands. I'm in God's hands. You can cut the tension in the courtroom with a knife.
It's obvious you're not in search of justice. So there's no point in me asking for a lighter sentence. So do what you want to do, because I'm not in your hands. I'm in God's hands.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, he not the absolute worst, but this shit is just so still and flat. And yes, I know he's not going to match like the exact energy.
To be like Tupac.
Nah, man,
That's some.
that ain't it.
You know how fuzzy you gotta be in order to say that to a judge who got your life essentially in his hands? You gotta have some cojones.
They should did that like 800 times.
Till he got it right, so you felt it.
Yeah.
Because even how Shock G explained it was just like, even his explanation of it was just like,
it was that moment.
Like, I can't believe this dude said that.
It's talking reckless to the judge.
To the judge. And that's the thing though. That's the thing. Tupac, I really feel like outside of rapping, Tupac was a revolutionary. He was
Absolutely.
He was on just a totally different.
The revolution would not be televised.
And this guy right here,
This ain't it.
He don't feel
the emotion.
He don't feel what's going on. He hadn't studied.
Did he talk to anybody that was there that day? Did you look at any interviews, any pictures in the courthouse? Did you do anything, sir, besides read the line? Cause this ain't it. No, it's not it. Let's get back into it.
That Tupac had in the courtroom that day, but it just feels like they did this shit in 1 or 2 takes, and that was it, when this is a moment that y'all should have been trying to get right. The movie shows that Pac had a sister, but they never bring up or show Mo Cream for some reason. What pisses me off the most about this movie, I think, is when they try to recreate his music videos and movie scenes, especially the Juice scene. I fucking hate that part.
But you know what else? I don't give a fuck. Fuck about Steel. I don't give a fuck about Raheem either. I don't give a fuck about myself.
And can one of y'all tell me why in the hell did they have Snoop voice over his character? You can just tell that this is not this man talking. This is dubbed over so horribly.
Oh, this is that gangster party, cuz. So you got your chain. Welcome to the family, Pop.
And now that I think about
No, they didn't do that, man. No.
I remember, where was I when this movie came out? I think I was somewhere else when this movie came out, and I remember they had like a big old like ad for it on the side of a building, like down the side. Damn, where's I? Arizona? I think I was in Arizona or something like that, or Phoenix, somewhere. It was a big promotion.
It was the anime dub for me.
And they did that in the movie?
It was the anime dub for me.
Oh, that's bad.
It's terrible.
Oh my God.
Sir, this is terrible. Why would you have this man do this?
Hey, you know this? You might as well have Snoop play him.
Who okayed this? No. You know.
Young Snoop.
This bad.
The dude looked like Snoop, but he could have just used his voice on.
He could have just had.
Somebody know how to talk like Snoop.
Somebody in the world do. Somebody. Or they could have just had this man talking and just let Snoop Dogg, like, don't show him at all. Show like the back of his head or something. If y'all was gonna do that, and then just put Snoop Dogg voice over it. If y'all was gonna do that bad of a job.
It was bad.
It was terrible.
I know somebody seen it in the edits.
Somebody had to. Who? What edit? This dude went to DeBron. What was that one school? That came one.
Dang. I know what you're talking about.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was that one school. He said, "What are you doing right now? You're just Everest."
No, it wasn't Everest.
It wasn't Everest? Y'all just sit. It used to come on like midday if you was watching the Maury show or the Montel show. What are you doing right now? You're just sitting on the couch wasting your life away when you could be getting your degree.
I can't remember.
What's the name of that school?
Little Romeo was a advocate for
whatever that school is. That's the school this team went to. Because this ain't it. Let's get back into it.
feel the need to go into the fake ass scenes between Pac and Jada, cause it's already been discussed a lot, so I don't need to touch on that. I believe it was said that Afeni never actually signed off on this movie, and you can fucking tell by the quality of this shit. I think the funniest shit to me in this movie is seeing Idi Amin's old ass try to play himself as a young outlaw. And if you think this movie is good, or if you think it's just alright, that's cool. Nobody is having a problem with that. I'm just saying why this shit is trash to me.
Trash.
Well, that was 2 down, so we got 1 more to go. Let's get into it.
What the fuck is
Struggle
this?
to moving. This bitch better than Menace to Society. Boys in the Hood and Payton Fool put together.
What? Boosie, I know you.
Never in my life have I seen somebody not care about their own life story the way this nigga Boosie didn't. So for him to say that this is going to...
Boosie got a movie.
I didn't know he did.
I didn't know Boosie had a movie.
A life story, he produced his own life story.
Man, this shit better than Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, and man, yeah, Boosie.
I know it's not better than Payton Fool.
He said Menace to Society.
It's not better than
Ain't no way, my man.
Ain't no way. Makai Pfeiffer, please.
Lorenz Tate, please.
Lorenz Tate, Morris Chestnut was in the
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. No,
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Who else was in that movie?
Cuban Jr.
Yeah, no.
He could act. He was acting his ass off in Boys in the Hood. Cuban Gooding.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, okay.
Acting his ass off.
That boy say it's better than all 3 of them put together.
Nah, man.
Boosie tripping, man.
Nah, man. Let's get back into it.
I didn't know he had a movie.
Be better than those 3 movies is fucking insane, and the fact that he was serious is even more insane. And I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all, because once I heard this was happening, I was actually kind of excited. Because me being from the South, we grew up on a lot of Boosie music, and he has a bunch of interesting stories in his songs, so that's one reason I was excited for this. Another reason is because I get sick of seeing these movie studios make biopics only for a cash in. So once I heard he was doing this on his own, I was like, man, this gonna be good. We probably gonna learn some shit we ain't never learned about him before, but nope, none of that shit happened. And I know I spoke about pacing in the last 2 movies, but this shit here is the Flash level fast. Like there's this one scene where young Boosie he walks in on his aunt getting her cheeks clapped, and then in the very next scene, whenever they're in the room sleep, he goes and steals money from his aunt's purse, and it goes nowhere. It just happens, and then it just cuts to the next scene so fast you don't even have time to ask yourself what the fuck is happening. There's another scene where little kid Boosie is walking with his friends, and there's some older dudes just standing around, and they offer him like $5 or $10, I think, to smoke some PCP or whatever the fuck it is.
Hey, what you done gave my boy?
And after this scene, it just randomly cuts to something else. They don't follow up on this or nothing. It just boom, that's it. And I really, really hate to talk about child actors, but everybody in this movie is ass, including the children.
Hey, what you done gave my boy?
You know, the opening scene.
Boy, who funnier than somebody from the South? This man funny. Do you hear me?
I ain't funny. You know what?
Ass.
I'm with you on that.
Everybody trash including the kids.
I'm with you on that because I will clown some child actors.
What?
You're trash. I sure will. You're trash. You need to do better.
What you done gave my boy?
This scene goes nowhere.
What?
Filmmakers who make these movies, you have to follow up. Like, what is the point of these pointless scenes? And if you're gonna have a filler scene, then it probably needs to be in the form of a flashback or something, and even that can be informational.
But it looked like they was just, how he explained it is like Boosie went down, like, I remember when this happened, I remember I stole this from this, I remember I had some PCP. That's what it sounded like how he did.
Yeah, he was just sitting down telling memories, and unfortunately that does not translate well in film.
But somebody had to write it up, though.
You can write, like,
I'm saying, even if, say if I take his thoughts.
Yeah.
Somebody had to.
So you can write it up, but you still need, I forgot what the technical term for them, a screenwriter. You still need a screenwriter to take those words and translate it to screen.
Clearly, because they just took this memories and put them on
That's
camera.
what they did. It took this man memories and made an Instagram reel.
Yeah.
Sir, you have to follow up. Like, what happened after the PCP? Did it cause any harm? What's happening?
Clearly, because Boosie be tripping.
What's going on?
Boosie be tripping.
This is terrible.
It's bad.
It's bad. This is bad. Dante is funny. I'm here for his video.
Me too.
He's funny. Let's get back into it.
He lets you know that this movie is bullshit. Cause the movie comes on with Boosie still in his mom's stomach. So he ain't even born yet. But for some reason, while they playing cards, a Boosie song is playing. And this isn't music that they're using for the opening of the movie or nothing like that. Everybody at this table is somehow listening to older Boosie.
This came out in 2018.
And it doesn't stop here. He's at a party while he's a kid, but for some strange reason, everybody in this party is jamming to a grown-ass Boosie. This shit is all over the place. There's this one scene where little kid Boosie is stealing from a store, and the neighborhood drug dealer Calvin, who he looks up to, catches him, and I swear this motherfucker stole the ending of South Central.
If you hit a man in his face, in time, his wounds will heal. If you steal his goods, later on, you can return those goods.
If you steal a man's possession who's trying to feed a family, he will murder you, young nigga.
And I have to show y'all this death scene because
Let's
the man
pause.
who's about to...
Yo, that is copyright. That is... I'm assuming these people did not see this movie. Or they just thought it was hilarious and let it slide. He not stole the ending to... That's...
It's bad, Boosie.
That's bad. That's bad. Plagiarism? Let's get back into it.
Guy is just so calm and relaxed about his death. He didn't try to fight it off or nothing. Hell nah. But ain't no way that weak ass chokehold killed him. And Boosie is trash as the older Boosie. How the fuck you can't act like yourself? The one playing teenage Boosie is garbage as hell too. He has no type of personality when he delivers these lines.
And you know it's gonna be very difficult for you to catch up in my class once you fall behind.
I know, I'm gonna do better.
The only good thing I can think about this
Oh,
movie
where the accent? Where the main, you know, the Boosie, man.
Something.
Lil Boosie, man.
They could have got my brother to play this shit.
Lil Boosie ain't that tall.
He ain't that tall either. Boosie short.
I don't think Boosie has ever been that swole a day in his life.
Boosie say, yeah, all right, I gotta do better. That's not, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who this is. This
Man,
ain't
the
it.
nigga, man. You know, that's Boosie.
This ain't it. This is
He
terrible.
got inflection in his voice.
It's terrible. Let's get back into it.
And Quick Badass was playing C Murder. That's it. I think what frustrates me the most about this movie not only is the very fast pacing, but the editing. Pay attention to Boosie's hat in this scene because it switches like 3 times.
I'm gonna let you go to the mall, nigga. Hey, just chill out. You want buy me some shoes? Just chill out, dog. Come on.
Now take a look at this courtroom scene where his lawyer goes to sit down. And then the way they edited it is he's right back up immediately like he never sat down. So you can tell he didn't give a fuck about really telling his life story. He just wanted to get a movie out to make some quick money. And when I tell y'all I'm so glad that I caught this movie on YouTube while it was still free, because I found out that he's charging $20 for this bullshit. So in conclusion, all of these movies are down bad tremendously. I definitely wouldn't have got through today if I would have had to do all the movies on my list. So yeah, y'all, that was it for part 1 of Terrible Black.
Oh my God, that was awful. That was awful. Which one was the worst one?
The worst one? Damn. I'm gonna have to go with the Aaliyah one.
I gotta go with the Boosie one. It was the hat flips 3 times in one scene. Like, who's editing this?
It's a voiceover for me. I mean, no, dang, I don't know.
The Snoop Dogg voiceover. The storytelling that led nowhere.
It's the songs that was it for me in Aaliyah. How you have Aaliyah biopic with none of Aaliyah's songs?
I think in that, when Wendy Williams did that, they couldn't get clearance to her songs, and they couldn't get clearance like to Tommy Hilfiger or something like that. Like they couldn't get clearance to any of that.
That makes it terrible.
Exactly.
We want to hear Aaliyah music. We not trying to hear Bobby. I love Bobby Brown. Don't even. Bobby Brown's my guy, but who they say Marvin Gaye? Somebody, whoever they said.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye. Like no, people didn't let the people. It was all off brand.
That was great value.
Great value. It was terrible. It was not it.
It was bad.
But to me, it gotta be the Boosie one, bro. That editing is awful.
That's
my God, it's awful.
Teenage Boosie almost did take me out. Teenage Boosie looked 35. This dude. You could got a little skinny kid, give him a little Boosie face.
Short dude. Boosie's not that tall, man.
He not.
But anyways, guys, let us know which one you thought was the worst down in the comments below.
That's it. Alright, I gotta do better.
Straight up. We be done.
But yeah. Alright.
Yeah, guys. Until next time, peace out.
Gotta do better. Alright, ready?